Advanced revenue management, editing revenue arrangements. Alright, so in our last video we looked at viewing arrangement and all the different buttons available. Now we're going to look at editing arrangements. So our suite answer is 91072. So we'll go to 91072. You can edit the fields on a revenue arrangement header either individually or in bulk. The same header fields are available for editing using either method. The following procedure is for editing individual revenue arrangements. You can edit revenue elements only by editing the individual revenue arrangement. For instructions on bulk edit, see bulk editing revenue arrangements. I'm not going to deal with that at the moment. Your role must include the revenue arrangement permission at the edit level or higher to edit arrangements. When an individual revenue arrangement is in edit mode, the actions list include a delete option. You can delete revenue arrangements before revenue recognition begins and journal entries are created. You can of course go and delete those journals and then you will be able to delete it again. To edit a revenue arrangement, go to Transactions, Financial, Revenue Arrangements, open the list, click Edit next to the one you want. You can edit the following fields on the revenue arrangement header. Right, so let's go and look at one of our arrangements. Right, so if I click Edit here, right, so the first one they have is revenue arrangement number. Now you can see I can actually not edit that. Now to edit that, you must go and allow override under set auto-generated numbers. So if you want to be able to change that, you've got to go to this page and where's our revenue arrangements? There they are. So there's revenue recognition plan. Where are they? There they are, sorry, revenue arrangement. And then there's a box here that says allow override. So you've got to go tick that box if you want to be able to change this number here. The date, you can see there's our date so that we can change by default. This is either the system date when the revenue arrangement was created or a source date depending on your accounting preferences. If the revenue arrangement is created from merge arrangement, it is the value of the revenue arrangement date field on the merge revenue arrangement from linked sources page. You can type or select a new date. If revenue recognition plans associated with this arrangement, use the revenue arrangement date, and if recognition has not yet begun, the plan start date is also updated. Okay, so that's the date. Compliant. So there's the box there from compliant, and you can see it's available to edit. Right, you can clear the check. Clear the check in the box to enable reallocation. The transaction is allocation bundle box must also be checked. So that box there must be checked. Alright. Transaction is allocation bundle. Check this box to indicate that revenue is allocated between the revenue elements rather than just the arrangement. So there you've got that. Contract acquisition cost amount. Included only when the accounting preference enable advanced cost amortization is checked. Now previously I didn't have it checked, but I see there's a whole bunch of fields that deal with that, so I did go and check it. I then had to go and customize this form because these fields were not actually showing. Right, so contract acquisition cost amount included, enter the total direct contract acquisition cost for the revenue arrangement. So let's say you bought this contract, exclusive of item specific cost. The cost is allocated during the revenue elements. Among. Item specific costs for item resale and item labor are included in the revenue elements. So you'll see those ones are included in here, that is specific to a revenue element, where this is at the arrangement level. So you can see there it is. So let's say it cost us $100, right? And then you will see the next 1, 2, 3, 4 fields here deal with the accounts, right? Contract acquisition expense account, included, the default is the value set in the accounting preferences, right? So all of this depends on the accounting preferences that you've set, and those accounting preferences you can see here in this tab here, and you can see them there. So I've set those accounts in there, right? So there's your 4 accounts, sorry, 3 accounts, and then contract, and I'll just show them to you. There they are, all 3 of them. And then contract cost accrual date. The default date is the revenue arrangement date. If the revenue arrangement is created from merge arrangement, it is the value of the contract cost accrual date on the merged revenue arrangement from link sources page, right? If you change the date after a deferred cost journal entry has been created, the current journal entry is reversed and a new one is created, right? So that's your date there. Memo, enter notes for this arrangement. This field is included in the default list view for revenue arrangements. And there you can see memo. Memo field was also not showing, so I went customize form and I enabled that field to show. Right, so that is everything that you can edit on a revenue arrangement in the header. You should use the merge revenue arrangements for link sources page to move revenue elements from one revenue arrangement to another. The sublist row buttons are available on the revenue element subtab in edit mode. If you add or remove a revenue element, you may be required to reallocate the revenue to save the revenue arrangement. Only revenue elements that do not belong to a revenue arrangement are available to add. The subsidiary and currency values of the revenue elements must be the same as the revenue arrangement, right? Otherwise it's not going to work. Merging handles reallocation automatically. If you add a revenue element for a different customer to a revenue arrangement, the arrangement becomes a multiple customer arrangement. Really important. So that is possible to have a multiple customer arrangement. Multiple customer arrangements cannot be merged. So you can have multiple customer, but you cannot merge them.